Hello friends, I am Sampada Kulkarni. Welcomes you my channel Tech Talks. Today in this video series we are going to learn the strings in C programming. Before moving to the content, I would like to request you to subscribe my channel Tech Talks and keep the bell ringing. Now let's start with the concept of strings in C programming. You must be having a question like that. Why I am showing all these logos of these renowned companies? Uh, Insta, Google, Twitter, Facebook, then your YouTube, WhatsApp, Pinterest, and the Microsoft. Why these logos are included in this video? So the thing is that basically all these logos or all these companies are using the string, and whenever you are performing any of the task with respect to these different what we can say applications, then the strings are useful. Then first of all, let's start with the definition. What do you mean by a string? So a string is nothing but a sequence of characters. They are typically used to represent a text in programming. In short, it is nothing but a sequence of characters, just same as of your array of type integer. It is nothing but the sequence of integer here, or a set of integer here. In the same way, string is nothing but the sequence of characters or a set of characters, and it is useful in a programming. Now the next thing, let's see the characteristics. So string can include different letters, that may be small letter, capital letters, digits all from 0 to 9, all the symbols which are available in your keyboard, as well as it also include the spaces. Just unlike of your array of integer, if it is an array of integer, it only holds the integer values, set of integer values. But if it is a sequence of character or it is a string, it may include the letters, digits, symbols, as well as the spaces. Now, what will be the example of the same? So the example is nothing but name of any of the person. For example, my name is Sampada Kulkarni, hence this may be the example of string. Then any number of digits can be the example. This is a set of characters all in capital letters ended with the exclamatory mark are nothing but the symbols, and so on. So these are nothing but the example of the string. Now let's move forward with its technical details. So a string in C programming is nothing but a sequence of characters that we have already seen. But the technical thing is that always it is terminated with a null character. What do you mean by null character? Null character is nothing but the backslash zero, and as it is character, it is included in single quote. Always the sequence of characters, if it is a string, it is always ends with the null character, that is backslash zero. And the string is stored as an array of characters, set of characters. It's just same as of your integer values. But integer array is never ends with the null character. This is the specific extra property of the string, is that always the string in C programming, it ends with the null character. Now the difference between character array and a C string is that string in C is terminated with a unique character, which is nothing but the null character, which is not included in your array, character array. If you are treating a string as an character array, then the null character is not included there. But if it is a string, it is ended with the null character. I am going to explain all these things one by one in detail with the help of example. First of all, let's see how are we going to declare the string in C programming. So this is the syntax where char is its data type, because it is nothing but the sequence of character followed by the name of the string, and then a subscript having a size of the character string. If we are going to compare this declaration with the array declaration of type integer, float or anything else, it is just same. Here only data type instead of integer, data type is character. Name of the array, here we can give the name of the string along with the size. Everything is same. Only the difference is that instead of integer, we have to use the data type as character. So in above syntax, string name is any name given to the string variable and size is used to define the length of string, that is number of character strings will store. Now this is nothing but the declaration, but if I want to initialize some data, some characters to the string, then what we have to do? So string initialization, there are three ways with which we can initialize the string, among which let's start with the first one. So the assigning a string literal without any size. This will also work. In the previous syntax itself, we have seen that its data type is character, name of the string is str, and the subscript will hold the size. But it's not mandatory. If we are going to assign some string to your string type variable, then if the size is not given, then will also be okay. As what the size will be there in this case, so how many characters are there? Sequence of character, H is 1, E 2, L 3, L 4 and O is 5. So 5 characters we want to store, but we know that always string end with the null character as we have seen previously, hence one more space will require to store the null character. So here you can see HELLO having 5 letters and the sixth letter is nothing but a null character. So in this way, what will be the size if I am going to declare or initialize this hello to your string variable is nothing but 6. So 6 characters will be the size of this character string, which will be holding HELLO along with the null at the end of the string. Now let's see the second way of string initialization is nothing but here the size is given. What the difference between the previous one and this declaration or this initialization? The size is mentioned. And here we can see that the maximum size, whatever the string you want to initialize here, its maximum size plus 1 require for a null character that we have to take care of while declaring the predefined size. Whatever the string is there of the size plus 1 size you supposed to declare. Now you will be having a question in your mind that hello will require only the 6 character as we have seen in the previous slide. Then why the size is 50 mentioned here? So from that 50 characters, only the first 6 characters will be occupied with the value HELLO as a character and the last one is null character and rest of all will be the empty location or it may have some garbage value. We can't say that, but among the 50 location, the first 6 locations are used for the storing the value of the given string. Here you can see the same. You have to keep in mind one thing is that string literals can be assigned with the predefined size as just we have seen only while defining a size previously before assigning a string we have to take care of it will be having plus 1 size which will require to store a null value. We should always account for one extra space which will be assigned to the null character. If we want to store a string of size n, then we should always declare a string with a size equal to or greater than n plus 1. Either n plus 1 or more than n plus 1 size we have to use in this subscript while declaring and initializing the string with predefined size. Let's move forward for the third way of string initialization is nothing but I can also initialize a string character by character with again predefined size. Here we are assigning HELLO and a null character specifically as the last character of the string. This again will be just the same as of your array declaration. We can initialize an array with the same. Also, if you know the concept of array, if you don't know the concept of array, then my channel is having the video session for arrays as well. In the description box, I am providing a link for the same. You can go through that also. Here you can see just same as of the previous one. Size is 10. So 10 locations are assigned, among which the 6 values are assigned. They are H, E, L, L, O and the null character. Again, remark is there. Programmer have to remember to set the end character as null, which is at the end of the string. So it is mandatory if character by character assignment of the string variable is there. So at that case, we have to explicitly add the last character as a null character. Now let's see the implementation example. Here, this is nothing but the declaration that already we have seen the initialization of hello world with the string variable, str variable, and here we are trying to display the output on the output screen. So what the output will be? It will be hello on your output screen. Now let's have a look on these important points. Strings can be printed using a normal printf statement, just like we print any another variable. So that's why printf is used over here. This I am explaining you with respect to C programming. Now you must be having a question in your mind is that what do you mean by this percent %s? So let's focus on the next point is that unlike arrays, we do not need to print a string character by character. Here, you must have observed the thing is that if we want to display the multiple values which are present in an array for which you will require a for loop. For I is equal to 0, I is less than size of array I plus plus, and then we are trying to print f %d comma array of I. This is not used over here. Why? Because the %s is a specifier, access specifier is the third point that you have to remember, that without use of iterative loop, we can display the string using %s access specifier. So %s is the specifier specifically designed to use or to work with the strings in C programming. So %s will help you to display the whole string on output screen, which is nothing but hello in our example. Now let's see writing on output screen in a C programming. So as we have seen that the access specifier %s is used in a previous example, the same is nothing but is used to print and read the strings directly from a user. So now let's see, this is the name of my string is nothing but message. Character is its data type because it is a string, and I am defining a or I am initializing a string with the value welcome to Tech Talks. And here I am printing it with the %s. %s is nothing but the access specifier used to print the string. And which string we want to display is nothing but a message. So what will be the output? Output will be welcome to Tech Talks. So you have to keep in mind that in a C language, it is not providing any inbuilt data type for a string. But many of the things with respect to strings are done with the help of %s access specifier. Now let's see how to read the string from a user in a C programming. The same way %s specifier, as it is helpful to print the string on output screen, in the same way it will be helpful to read the string from a user. So instead of printf, we will use a scanf as we want to read the string from a user. So hence %s is used over here. You must be having a question in your mind that why the ampersand is not used here. Because %s specifier is work without ampersand in a scanf function. In a scanf, while reading a string, there is no any need to use the ampersand sign before the variable name, that is str. And hence, after that, we are trying to print the same string, whatever we are accepting from a user. So we are accepting from a user is India, and the same way this output India will be displayed on a output screen. So in this way, the string is working in a C programming language. Technically, it will be ended with the backslash. Zero is nothing but a null character which is not visible here in a output or at the time of output. So thank you friends for listening and watching this video. If you like the content and the video, please like the video and subscribe my channel Tech Talks, and also do not forget to share it with your friends. Thank you friends.